Hi, it's Adam the Hip Nerd, and today's show and tell is
this logo made from recycled plastic. Everybody who does 3D printing accumulates a lot of plastic scrap. I wanted to see if I can find a way to recycle it creatively using inexpensive materials. I ground up the plastic with a used blender from a thrift shop. I broke up the bigger and harder chunks with a hammer first. Overall, it was a messy process. The finer the plastic was to start, the quicker it went, and the finer and more consistent the results were. For the chunkier bits, it was slow going, and I couldn't seem to get some of the larger pieces chopped fine without an inordinate amount of blending. I cut a Hip Nerd stencil on my Maslow. I made a tray out of a sheet of thin aluminum. I started by cutting some slits in the corners. I tried bending up the sides with my fingers, but that wasn't going well, so I got a pair of pliers. I found that once I got a start, I could use a hammer and a block of wood to get a nice bend. I eventually came up with a quicker and more consistent way of making the initial bend by clamping the sheet of metal between two pieces of wood with a pair of vice grips. I still finished up using the hammer.
Everybody round
I made a grill of sorts with some bricks and rebar and a sheet of aluminum on top. I laid down a bed of plastic inside a rectangle I cut from a sheet of cardboard. I set my CNC cut stencil on the bed of plastic and filled it with a different color plastic. I got some coals started, then I poured them into the tray and slid the tray under. I found that the heat wasn't being distributed as evenly as I had hoped, so I rearranged the coals into a line to match the plastic on top. I let the coals burn down and let the whole thing sit overnight. Alright, so here it is the next day. I let this cool overnight. It's good for a first run. We'll see. The trick now is seeing if I can get this off in one piece. Surprisingly enough, it seems to have stuck together. Whether that'll remain true as I try and pry it off the sheet, we'll see. Also, I didn't expect this thing to warp so much. But, you know, trial run. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to get a hammer and see if I can hammer this in. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. It's sort of a thing. It's a ridiculous amount of work to get this, but let's see if I... I don't know. You tell me what you think. I like the textures. Here are some design notes and some ideas for improving this. I wasn't sure if using a combination of ABS and PLA would be an issue. Turned out not to be. Came out fine. I have to come up with a different way of breaking up the larger chunks of plastic. Maybe come up with some kind of crusher using a car jack. I tried using a hammer, but it was slow going and the pieces of plastic went flying all over the place. So there's probably a better way of going about it. For more uniform melting, I could use more plastic and or more coals, and I could make a lid same way I made the tray to trap the heat on top. I could also try some mold release to keep the plastic from sticking to the tray. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.